Elon Musk does not want to fly with a woman pilot just to be woke, and he is not afraid to say it out loud. Watch these satisfying clips of Elon speaking the unspeakable, calling out George Soros critics. In this first instance, Elon doesn't hold back. When asked why he shares his controversial opinions about George Soros, he gives a response so straightforward, which makes you wonder why anyone even asked. Classic Elon, unfiltered, unapologetic, and unstoppable.
Elon, you tweeted this thing about George Soros. You also you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share it? Why share it? Especially, why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you, advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you?
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are, but I'm trying to understand why you do, because you have to know it's got to hurt the company. Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position, and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man?
I don't care. I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Advertisers trying to blackmail Musk. In this clip, Elon Musk delivers a bold and unapologetic response to woke advertisers threatening to leave his platform. His stance? He couldn't care less about their boycotts. Musk's unfiltered remarks sparked debate about woke culture's impact on industries like...
There was all of the criticism, there was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
But
go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
how do you think then about the economics of X? Part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift. Maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. What do you do?
F-Y.
I understand that, but there's a reality too.
Woke culture ruining gaming. Imagine trying to enjoy your favorite game, and then, boom, woke nonsense ruins the vibe. Elon calls it out and says, what we're all thinking. Can we just let games be fun again? Absolutely based.
It's really annoying when the video game gets interrupted by some DEI woke bullshit, and I'm like, Jesus, I was playing a video game here. Can you just leave the video games alone? You don't want to do things that damage art. So it breaks you out of the story.
Woke culture exposed. In the next clip, Elon's take on woke culture is sharp and to the point. He breaks it down as a shield for mean people to be cruel under the guise of virtue. It's divisive, exclusionary, and, in Elon's words, just not cool.
So do we want a humorless society that is simply rife with condemnation and hate, basically? At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It basically gives mean people a reason. It gives them a shield to be mean and cruel, armored in false virtue.
The censorship debate. Then there's his stance on censorship. Elon's philosophy is simple. Free speech matters, especially when it's uncomfortable. He won't play censor just because someone doesn't like what's being said. If you want change, change the law. Mic drop.
We don't agree on this.
Yes, you want censorship and I don't.
No, I don't want censorship at
Yes,
all.
you do.
No, I want responsibility.
You want censorship so bad you can taste it.
No, that's not true. I think that there's right and wrong. You have a platform that's as big as yours and as powerful as yours and as influential as yours, that there is a certain responsibility that goes along with what you have on your platform and what you put out to the world. I think that's important.
I think we have a responsibility to adhere to the law, and if people want the law changed, they should go to their elected representative and get the law changed, and then we will adhere to the law. But if you want us to go beyond the law, that is us deciding to be censors. And I'm against censorship. I'm in favor of freedom of speech. And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
Safety over diversity. Quotas. In the next instance, Elon's logic is unshakable when it comes to pilot standards. Lowering them for diversity at the expense of safety? Hard pass. Nobody wants to fly with someone who wasn't hired for their skill. Makes sense, right?
Do you believe that women and minority pilots are inherently less intelligent and less skilled than white male pilots?
No, I'm just saying that we should not lower the standards for them.
Okay, but there's no evidence that standards are being lowered when it comes to the airline industry.
You've repeatedly said that there's no evidence that standards are being lowered, and watch the replies showing all the evidence that it is.
Replies, though, on social media or on Twitter are not necessarily fact and evidence.
No,
that's people's
they will
opinion.
cite
Okay.
In the replies to this, you will see how often the information is cited showing that indeed there are significant cases where standards are lowered. I believe that Boeing changed to include DEI as a fundamental executive incentive. In my view, it should be purely about passenger safety.
Okay, but do you understand how by saying just that standards are being lowered, that you're implying that they're being lowered because people are less skilled and less intelligent, and you're talking about people of color and or women?
Look, I'm saying we should not lower standards.
But you don't...
That's it.
The woke mind virus. Cancel culture doesn't escape Elon's radar either. He calls out the dangers of the woke mind virus, warning about its anti-meritocratic and suppressive tendencies. And let's be honest, the guy's faced enough attempts to cancel him, yet he's still standing tall.
First of all, what is the woke mind virus? And if we don't deal with this, nothing else can get done. Tell me why you think that.
Yeah, so I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech. Those are two of the aspects of the woke mind virus that I think are very dangerous. You can't question things. Even the questioning is bad. So, another way to almost synonymous would be cancel culture. And obviously, people have tried to cancel you many times.
Many times.
Yeah, I mean,
every week.
Yeah.
From left and right. I've had it from both sides.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. People, you and I are both like in that little group of people. Maybe it's a bigger group now.
Yeah.
Who are called conservative, who haven't really changed. I don't think of you as a conservative.
I'm definitely. Yeah, like I at least think of myself as a moderate, So I mean, at least I've spent a massive amount of my life energy building sustainable energy, electric vehicles and batteries and solar and stuff to help save the environment. That's not a.
Elon Musk is unafraid to speak his mind, and honestly, it's pretty refreshing to see someone so unapologetically real. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.